Guys, deluded Gooner. In line with Black History Month, we can't talk about the first black player to represent England at any level. Yes, there is a bit of debate in regards to that. Definitely the first black player to play for Real Madrid or move, and definitely the first. I think he's the first British player to actually move from an English side to Real Madrid. Laurie Cunningham. Now it's tragic how before I get into the good things, it's tragic how his life ended. He died at 33 in a car crash. There's no way to go. 33 is way too young. R.I.P. him, and I hope he's looking from heaven and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get into it. He was born in Archway, from Archway, local lad. That's literally just up the road. As you'd expect, Arsenal were interested. They said no. Eventually ended up at Orient. And then he floated, and then he made his name somewhat at West Bromwich Albion, along with Regis and Batson, the 3 degrees, as they were coined the term. Three black players. I mean, this is the 1970s and things like that. I mean, shockingly, I believe that was the second time a side has played three black players on the pitch at the same time. I think West Ham did it at the same time or just before. So that shows you how dinosaur the 70s really were. And when you consider, I keep saying it, that was just a couple of years ago, obviously a figure of speech. No one can tell me racism is fully gone. A lot of people are still about with these opinions and things like that. But we know how certain society folk are. They'll tell you it's all done. But that's neither here nor there. He went West Brom along with the two other black players I've named. They were doing a madness, and they were playing exciting football, forward football, and people hated it. People hated it. They so much so they got abused. Used to call them nignogs and gollywogs and all of the worst of it. Pardon my language, but I'm not going to spare people. This is what was happening. This is what people were called. So yeah, he done his thing for them. He got 86 appearances for West Brom, 21 goals, part of an exciting side, like I said. Then 1979 to 1984, he went Real Madrid. Like I already said in the beginning, first British Premier League player, first British player to make the move. Definitely the first black British to go and do that and play for Real Madrid. I don't even think, has there been another technically a black British player that's gone to Real Madrid? I don't think there's been one of recent years, now that I think about it on the top of my head, but I can go and do my research. He had a mixed time at Real Madrid. His first year is probably his best year on the output front. There was a couple of times where he wasn't really producing, but ultimately he ended up with 12 goals from around 41 appearances. He won La Liga, he won the Copa del Rey there to add to his with Wimbledon his FA Cup. So he decorated honours in it really. Well, I think the Wimbledon came after, but on the assumption that that's what he ended his career with, them three trophies. That's not so bad. Very good player, exciting player from what I hear. I mean, obviously I weren't watching him, but he was a silky dribbler. He was exciting. He got people out their seats. He could score goals. He could cross. He was a good player. He sounds like a maverick, man. He sounds like a real good player, and it's nice to see as a young black male that wanted to be a footballer. I've known about him for a while. It was nice to see things like do things like this. That is courage. Now you're seeing present day. You're seeing Rashford, Dele Alli, all it Sterling at one point. All these men linked with Barcelona, Real Madrid. We don't even bat an eyelid, to the colour of their skin in regards to that. And that is because of people like him. They ran so we can walk. And it's not just him, even small things in society. Go and do your research. Certain folks in this land didn't want black people, sadly, being bus drivers. So I applaud bus drivers. That was just to illustrate the point. As you'd expect with the international career, he was constantly overlooked for England. I think he eventually got capped. Don't quote me on that, but he was constantly overlooked, as were a lot of players. I don't need to say why they were overlooked. It's bait, isn't it? As you'd expect. But salute the guy, man. Like I said, sad, man, when I was doing my research and I saw he died at 33. No one deserves to die like that. I think he died in Spain. But he's done a long thing, man. Who would have pictured a local boy from Archway? I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have envisioned that he would be the first black person to do anything, much less the first black player to definitely play for Real Madrid and the first British player to play for Real Madrid. Correct me if I'm wrong. Black History Month, folks. So every now and again, got to bring these vids for the rest of the month. If you don't like it, you know where the unfollow button is. But I've actually had from of you subscribers that are both black and multicultural. Those of you that are level-headed and just want to see stuff, you don't really care and you like the knowledge stuff. So I applaud you for that, to be honest with you. But those of you who don't, tough luck, to be honest. Got to speak about these things because no one else will, and it's a month really. So yeah, like I said, man, with Batson and Regis, great side, part of the 3 degrees as they were called at West Bromwich Albion. Batson actually played for Arsenal. That's for another vid. Guys, to do the Gooner, I'm signing out. Get in the comments. You know the rest.